between the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. Well, somebody has got to get that first win of the season. It's a battle of 0-3 teams as we're away in week 4. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Love gonna air this out to start. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. There's a hurry up here.
A loss of 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Ready?
Love from the gun. That's the rookie from Texas hauling it in. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Here we go. 45. Right. Jaws ready.
Love now on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Browns 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Throwing again, Love. And the Lions are there to bring him down. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Green Jack. Slide through. Ultra. Hut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
14 yards. Brings it 4th down.
They're going to go. It's Love. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs. They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Shotgun now for Love. Finds the in route complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
52 blue.
Once more, it's Love. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Looking quickly here.
That's good for a Browns.
From the gun, Judkins. It's inside the 10. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns finish up an excellent opening series. This is Andre Schmidt to try the extra point.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
First down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Dart starting with a pass here. Headed out right. He's going to keep it this time. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
A quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Second and 10 now. Here's Dart. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Offense to the line fast.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. It's Dart. And it is knocked away. Shot to the end zone. Answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Yeah, I'm just going to assume, Brock, we're going to see a more aggressive defense here after the amount of points these guys gave up last week.
Yeah, that performance was not up to standard, but this looks a whole lot more like an attacking the pass. Not just playing the defense, but go knock the ball away.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Dart gonna throw again. And he will score. Touchdown Detroit. The Lions finish up their opening drive. Amon-Ra St. Brown to touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Point after up and good for Bates. And the Lions respond with 7 of their own and tie it here early.
Jack Fox picking off for the Lions.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 22. Set.
Love out of the shotgun. Completed to his running back. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Let's check.
Shotgun handoff here for Jenkins. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
Brings up second and 9.
Wide open.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
On the give, here's Jenkins. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
The tackle by Avante Maddox. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air with Love. Put some heat on this deep. This is caught inside the 15. Offense in the hurry up here.
Browns, first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Ready?
That one connects. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Complete to number 6.
The Browns take a second quarter lead. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. Browns have it on the team, and they will kick it away here. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Dart out of the shotgun. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Under the gun this time, here's Dart. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And before he can reach the first, he's south. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Rolling on 3rd, here's Dart. That one complete to St. Brown. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
At the 45-yard line.
On first down, here's Dart. That's caught. Here comes Junior Gibbs. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. All set now, first and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Throw caught at the 6. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Tie ball game now as they send this away. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead.
35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out first and 10.
Ready?
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instinct come to life.
Love from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
A gain of 10 brings up third and 1.
10 seconds. Ready.
Judkins running between the tackles. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, getting down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now, not a traditional spot we see teams going for it, but they only need a few inches. Trying to get it on the keeper. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on fourth down.
First and 10.
Just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Here we go.
Love now to throw. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. He's got it. Looks like the feet are in bounds, too. I don't believe it. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. In the red zone on first. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. The Lions get to it. So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone. First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Pick up of 17. And the Lions have a first down. We've set it downs from the 37. On first and 10, here's Dart. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
Detroit Lions First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Dart. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And they make this stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
And 7 at the Browns' 37-yard line.
Sticking to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Even Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So it'll be third down. Throw here, third down. Look at that power, deep left side. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Benjamin Morrison comes up with it. And the Browns, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Puts some air under it, deep down the left. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. He'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
14.
Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Khalif Raymond to return it. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
A start on the ground with Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
This is Gibbs on second down. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. It was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. Third and just 2 to go.
Brings up third and 2.
Here he is on third and short. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Throwing on first down. It's Dart. Got Williams, and it's complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's first and 10.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Here's Dart now. On target here to Njoku. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, brought inside the 15. Offense is set. First and 10.
Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Aren't going to throw again. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. They dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. He's going to face 4th and short.
A gain of 5 yards. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Looking to throw. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Coach is challenging to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Ready, set.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Red, cycle. 60 red. Slide through. Cover 38. Right, right, smash, red. Black ultra. Ready, set.
Shotgun now for Lowe. That's Lowe and bounces short of his man. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And now they face 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he was showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Love on 3rd and short. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Detroit. Went to the oh-well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
Bates tacks out the extra point. And Lions make it a 10-point ball game.
24. Browns 14. Jack Fox, the kickoff.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
Love back to it after the pick. This is Reed working the right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
15 yards. That's good for the Browns.
John Kids up the middle. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
The last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow, first red, yellow, 6, mega. Set.
Love out of the shotgun. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Schmidt tacks on that extra point. And the Browns cut it to a field goal game. Always set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Under the gun this time. Here's Dart. Downfield, and Tisserand has it. This is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, here's Dart. This is Tisserand working the outside. He's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out.
16 yards.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Line up the design keeper. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. Working quickly here.
Brought down back at the 32.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes second and long. Darts out of the shotgun. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores. It makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Fox now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Green. Black ultra.
Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's second down. Here's
Judkins on second down. He's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Green jack. 33. Yellow. Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Dose of the hurry up here.
And the Browns, first down. A gain of 12. First down, Cleveland.
Ready.
Love with it on first down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. Handoff now to Judkins. Ran into a wall that time. Couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Blue striker. White. Yellow blue. Red.
3rd and long for him here. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions take over as he reports his 10th career INT.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Quick one to the outside by Downs. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good for Detroit first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
70 Lions! Under pressure! Omaha!
Looking inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead.
Pretty cool moment. That is the first rushing score of his young career. And look, I'm not going to say it's the first of many. We just don't know in this league. But I do know that's a confidence builder for this entire offense when your quarterback can score using his legs as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions take a 3-possession lead. Fox now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive, putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
I'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
Ready. 33. Yellow. Ready.
Back to the air. Love. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches. That heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Browns hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. I can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Throwing again. Love. The call won't work out. That's incomplete. We're going to have a change of possession on the other side of our 2-minute warning.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today...
You trash, nigga. If we would have blocked, I would have whooped your ass. You lucky I ain't really give a fuck. It was fun.
We're going to pass it here. Pressure coming, and he's taken down.
I don't give no fuck where you left it, bro.
Nice work by the defense to start
Good shit, Bradwell. I need that, boy. If I would have really gave a fuck, man, blocking her ass. Hold on. She wanna, bro. Miles, strip him.
And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. It goes as a gain of 7.
You see what I'm saying? What you said?
14 yards to go here
No,
on 3rd down.
she trying to go by T. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Here he goes.
The
3rd
fuck
and
what you
long.
got? Damn, Trey, trying to get you right. You gotta swap that, nigga.
Line and set. Here we go. 1st down.
I got damn. It's a pick.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw.
It's a
it.
you
And
gotta
he'll
pick
go
that.
down. Looks like they're marking him at
You
the 11.
gotta pick that.
Hurry up offense
It's a
now as
pick,
time
right?
runs down. From the gun, here's Dart.
There you go, Trey. Damn, you ain't gonna let my dog do nothing. Stop doing it.
OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Rolling on 3rd, here's Dart. It's Gibbs out of the backfield.
She wanna be my wife. I wanna smoke getting high tonight.
Crucial, that makes it 1st and goal. Dart gonna throw again.
Pick the ball.
It's still time for a couple of
I'm
plays.
just coming out running play, bro. I should've. I don't know how many catches I got with mine, bro.
Still
Should've
sticking
had
with the
that, bro.
passing game.
There you go, Trey. Oh, what the fuck, bro? Come on, let me pick the ball.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
19 tight. 19 tight.
3rd down now. Here's Dart.
I do.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Browns will take a...
Hey, watch out. Hold on. I think I need one more catch.
That's it right there. That's a
Matter of fact, let me
resilient
see.
toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot.
I should be good. I do need a touchdown, bro.
Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken.
Can I
in the
score
end
right
zone.
here?
But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
All right, one more snap to play here.
Let's go. Go. 33, yellow. Cut.
Here he goes, one final shot.
Fuck.
And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And this was the type of response you always hope to see.